Okay, here we go. Looks like we popped up. Let's see if we pop up on here for our live show. Ah, there it is. All right, that worked out. Hello, everyone. Welcome to TAS live show. Thanks for joining me here this evening. We got some great stuff to cover. Had a pretty good week. What's going on here? I can hear myself talking. Don't like that. I don't want to hear myself talk. It's bad enough you guys got to hear me, isn't it? Oh, man. Let me see. Where is it? There. Jeff? Wow. Hey, my friend. Wow, you're the first one on. There's Jack. I knew I could count on you, Jack. Howdy. How you doing? Hello, Jack. Great to see you guys. That was quick. Very nice. All right. It's saying we got 4 people watching. Join in. Say hello. I know that's my friends there. So, great to see you guys. Derek. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. All right. I better get a drink. You guys aren't going to believe this, but I just finished a story that, wait till you guys watch this one. What is this? Better with the Irish. Hello. I married an Irish woman. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you. I just got done sharing a story. Like I finally made it in my office today. We ran around this morning. I got in the office, I think, goodness, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. Just tried to get some stuff done and jumped on and tried to find what I was going to be sharing, try to get something on anyway. And I found this incredible story and shared it. So, or I haven't shared it yet. I recorded it. So I got to get it prepared and get it on here. But you guys are going to love it. I mean, very wild, heartfelt story. What an encounter all the way around. So look at that. I just dropped 15. They didn't want to hear about it. Somebody didn't want to hear about it. That's all right. I know you guys do. 14 people watching. Come on, say hello. I know you're there. You can't hide. We got a good show tonight. I think we're going to have a great time. I know Jeff promised to tell us a story here. So sharing his experience with us. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we had somebody else that was planning on calling in. I'm looking forward to that. Boy, there's been a lot going on this week. What did you guys think about Boomerang? What was that? What a phenomenal story that was, huh? What was this? I just heard a beep on my phone. I don't know what that was. Anyway, but what a phenomenal story that was. And is there something going on in the chat? Because we normally by now we got a row of people on here, and kind of unusual. I wonder if people are having problems with it. Jeff, are you still there? Are you having any problems with the chat? Because by now we're just popping on like popcorn, and it's stuck here at 4. Very strange. Okay, Derek, man's best friend. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, phenomenal story. Both military veterans looking out for each other, spending some time out there. Jeff says, hello. Okay. I see you. Just, we're normally filled right now with people, with you guys, popping on, popping up. So it's kind of odd. MIB bots laugh out loud. Hey, you never know, right? So I have so many people. Jason. Hey, Jason. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining in. We're glad you're here. So many people that tell me, and it's really frustrating. So many people tell me that they can't get through, or even my wife only gets a reminder about the live show the next day. I mean, what good? What good does that do if you want to catch the live show? Delana, Jack, no problem on this end. That's good. Mrs. Jam, I know who you are. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right. We're getting some people. Mr. Anderson, hello. Thanks for being here. I had to go out and come back in due to issues. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming back. That is strange. But it's been happening, little stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying we got a great show tonight. I hope everybody's going to be able to get on and watch it and enjoy it. Looking forward to hearing from Jeff. I'm going to have to go get my phone. I left my office phone over there again when we get to it, but still popping up kind of slow. We got 20 subscribers. Started 5 minutes ago. I don't know. Maybe we're all right. Anyway, I was saying that, just people aren't getting notifications and I don't understand. I went online and I looked more into it. And the biggest thing is they say just to make sure you have that the notification button, hit the notification button and to just keep an eye on that because some people it will just get turned off on its own. So the Squirrely Prepper Life. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. We got people popping in. Just at first, it looked like it wasn't going very good. Lynn, hi there from Belgium. Well, it's got to be working then, right? I mean, if we're on here from Belgium, it's got to be working. Wow. Okay, the numbers are jumping up. We got some more people coming on. We got a great show tonight. I called out a fake story. I'm trying to hold off a little bit till we get, some more people in here to talk about this. It's going to be pretty interesting. But what did you guys think about Boomerang? How did you guys like that dog story? Now, don't be afraid to tell me. I already know. When I went back through, I did not realize I was tired. I didn't even have my eye drops in. I came in here. I just wanted to get a start. I wanted to get something on here. And when he told me that he'd already sent that in and it got washed away, but he sent it in, I wanted to get it on here. But I went back through and watched that. And I said to my wife, I said, wow, I sputtered and spit on that so bad. I said, geez, I feel terrible about that. But it was still a great story. Let me see. Jason, I got notified I'm delivering packages right now for Amazon while listening in. Really looking forward to it. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Please be safe out there, okay, buddy? We want you here too, but we want you to be able to stay here. So just be careful, be safe, and thank you for the loyalty and for listening in. I appreciate it. Jeff, maybe the coconut telegraph is slow tonight. That could be. Jelly bones, I love it. Hey, way better than the iShow Speed live stream. Really interesting. Okay, Jack, good dog. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you're talking about Boomerang. Right? That almost went over my head. Absolutely great dog, right? Let me see, Renee. Hey, buddy. Thanks for being here. Thought it was a bean can telephone. Nice. Haha, Renee. Some poker jokes about the coconut telephone. Nice. Yeah, it was a great story, what they went through together. Wow. I mean, just what a heroic pet to have. We had, my father raised black labs when we were kids. We had other dogs too, but that was his main thing. We had this dog named Lightning, and man, what a phenomenal dog. He was trained to hunt everything. His parents were, I think they were trained by a German trainer or something. He knew German commands or something like that as well. They did. He didn't, but they did. I don't know if he got him trained in that or not. So my father would have had to learn some of it too. But some amazing things that dogs can do. And they're so powerful and so fast. I remember Lightning. Of course, you guys probably know a lot of you black labs can swim underwater. And I remember watching him swim underwater in currents. And my brothers would throw stuff across the water. And I told him, stop. I was so afraid that he was going to end up getting caught up and drowned because the currents were pretty strong. But he swam through them. And, man, then he'd come back. But really, dogs are absolutely amazing, aren't they? My dogs are really talented at getting us up early in the morning. So they go out. Steve Burnham. Hello, everyone. Hello, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Glad you're here. So how did everybody have a great week? You guys all have a good week? Get a lot done? Like, I don't care about that. Just get on with the story, Steve. What do you got to tell us? What do you got to share with us? Well, I think you guys already figured out for the part from the thumbnail. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this a little bit. So it's probably what you guys are waiting for. Maybe that's why everybody's so quiet. Kind of hoping Cabal was going to pop in. I was pretty sure Cabal was going to be with us tonight. I hope he got a notification. He couldn't join us, I think, last week, but he did check in with me. So I just want to make sure everybody's all right and everybody's doing well. Anyway, so that story, Derek, let me see what we got here. Delana, my black lab taught my Boston Terrier Chihuahua how to swim. Our dogs usually just taught the other dogs how to bark. But no, I've seen that. I've seen that before. I've got a lab cross collie. It's called a Borador. Really interesting. I've seen some beautiful dogs out there. The Labradoodles are really pretty. We had one of them when we were young too. Holly House. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello. She says hello. Anyway, so I, because of all we're getting a lot of negative feedback on those pictures that we got with that story, that T. Roosevelt and the president looking to put a Bigfoot on the endangered species list. So there was a lot of people were talking about how there's a lot of truth behind that act or whatever, what they're trying to do or have tried to do. I know T. Roosevelt was working on stuff like that, was a major animal advocate and I believe a Bigfoot advocate as well. We've talked about that. We've had a couple of presidents, Jimmy Carter. I don't know where Trump is exactly on all this. I know some of them weren't interested in any of it. I think FDR maybe. There was a lot of them that were pretty good advocates for all of this. And so we get that story in. If you guys haven't seen that, you'll have to go watch that. It was just a few stories back here. What was the full name of that? I'll put that on. Let me go to it. I can't believe how many stories I got now. It's hard to keep up. Is the president considering putting Bigfoot on the endangered species list? So anyway, because of the pictures and the feedback I was getting, it's non-judgmental channel, but I pressed. I said, Tyler, I really, we got these pictures and you're losing credibility from the pictures. And, it's pretty obvious that they're AI or something like that. And I hate to have you lose credibility of the story based on that. Well, he came clean. And he told me that the reason he did that is he did hear the story. He did see the pictures on her phone, but he never got the picture. He tried, but he didn't get it. So he said that he thought that he could add credibility to the story by creating the pictures AI, what he saw, and trying to feed him in with the story. And so I said, listen, it's just the wrong way to do it. You don't have to send me fake stuff. If you're going to send an AI or a made up photo or something like that, just let me know so I can let you guys know. You guys are intelligent. mean, you're not dealing with people who don't know what they're talking about, don't know what they're doing. And it makes me lose a little bit of credibility with people when you do something like that. So share a story. I'm not going to judge you if it's made up or not. I'm not going to push on that or what you do. I leave that to the people to decide. Just don't purposely try to make me look like a fool. And don't make yourself look like a fool by doing something like that, because it was a phenomenal story, really. And then it gets overshadowed by the AI pictures, So a lot of us use AI thumbnails and stuff like that. But people know when we are using a fake or a real or something that's sent in and that. So that's all. Just keep that in mind. So he's saying that the story is real, but the pictures were fake. So take that for what it's worth, and we'll move on. But I just wanted to, because I want to be honest with you guys. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. Jamie, hello, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. Wow. All right, where was I here? Let's catch up on this. Better with the Irish. One of my dogs is a lab and basset mix, and bassador. A bassador, I've heard of that. Lab body, short basset legs, laugh out loud. Nice. The squirrely prepper, 2 Great Danes and 2 great Pyrenees. Is that what it? Pyrenees are here. Nice. I love animals. Holly House. I've been here in this group for like 2 months, and I love it here, Steve. You're awesome. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I love all you guys. I got a great group of people here. The squirrely prepper. This is why people do not believe. Right. When you get stuff like that, just be clear about it. That's all. Hopefully that's all it was. Hopefully the rest of it is true to the best of his knowledge, but you're gonna have it. Some people get really upset about it, but you're gonna have it. I mean, you just couldn't go through all the stories that are told on the internet to verify every single one of them. There's so many fake ones. The thing that bothers me a lot lately, oh boy, geez, that should not have dawned on me. All right, I work my ass off on this. You guys know I work my ass off on this channel. It's very important to me. You guys are really important to me with slow growth. And I'm not going to say names or anything like that, because I'm not going to be that guy. But I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing these dirty, nasty thumbnails come up. I mean, things that made Claire's little silhouette picture there look like a children's program, that are just set me back in my chair when I seen them. And it disgusts me. I see them with 344,000 views, and it's just smut. And I'm sorry, I just don't agree. I don't like it. I think it's bull crap. There's a lot of us that work really hard and try to be clean and honest and do a good show. And then you fill the internet with AI and a lot of fakes. Like there's a lot of fake stuff. Like there's been some people that have been using Wendy and Claire's story and Jane's story and recreating new stories around them. I don't know if they're trying to call them real or not, like if they're trying to say that they're real stories. But when I see that stuff and it takes away the credibility of the real stories that you get and stuff, it just really irks me. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin because, it's what we do is really important here, right? So anyway, whatever. Enough about that. Get me going about that. But just be honest about what you're doing or do your best. If it's entertainment, it's entertainment, right? But you can't go too overboard on trying. People write me and say, "Oh, that's a fake. That's bull. You're ruining the credibility of the internet." I mean, go on and watch some more of the episodes. Just read the comments and get to know the people that are on this channel because there's just a phenomenal bunch of people here. So, it's all good stuff. Great stuff. All right, moving on. Stan Romick syndrome. Explain that a little bit for me, will you? Stan Romick syndrome. What is that? Could you explain that a little bit? Matt. Hi, Matt. Where is Claire? Where is Claire? Claire, where are you? Come out wherever you are. Matt, did you see that last story? She's having Bigfoot's baby. You do know that was Claire that sent that in for her, right? So if you haven't seen that, make sure you get over there and watch that. Great story. I think there was a story from a couple of months ago that was totally fake, but I'd rather not discuss with you. I'd rather discuss with you first, Steve. Okay, yeah. Anytime you want to reach out to me, Jeff, you know how to get a hold of me. Beelzebub. Very cool. Hello. Thanks for joining us. We have a Bigfoot here, Steve. We are in the suburbs. He has come up to the back porch of the townhouse. He has brought me rocks, pine cones, eagle feathers, and I make him big, huge bags of food. Very cool. Very nice. That's really awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, we have a few people here that have those experiences and have some friends living there close by to them. Matt, I think we should all recruit 5 clan of Bigfoot and go in there, rip the fakes a new asshole. You caught me on that one. I read right into that. Right? Hey, I know it's going to happen, and you got to take some of it with a grain of salt, but some of that stuff just gets under my skin. Which he picks up. He likes Costco pizza. Don't we all? Laugh out loud. He's pretty amazing. I drew a stick pic of myself and him, and sent a pencil. He circled my pic and sent a single holly leaf. Awesome. Very cool. That's neat. Very neat. So anyway, yeah. So I got to rant about that a little bit. Everybody was kind of on the same page. I think a couple was wondering whether or not there was a dog man or a wolf man in that one. Hey, Driftless, hello. Thanks for joining us. You can't believe everyone you read on the internet. Abraham Lincoln. You can't believe everything you read on the internet. Abraham Lincoln. Is that what old Abe said? You can't believe? He Driftless, laugh out loud. Right? Oh, are you calling me Abe? Or are you just saying, I get it now. Honest Abe, that's right. Very nice. Jeff, where's Jackie tonight? I didn't see Jackie pop in here yet. Or did she say she wasn't going to make it tonight? I'm sure she's at work. She's usually busy. He said it. Oh, okay. Nice. Right. Oh, man. So anyway, Jeff, do you want me? I'll get my phone if you want to call in. I forget exactly what it was, but you were going to share some stuff with us. It's a popular meme. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I got you. I'm going to break away for just a moment. While I do that, in case any of you guys want to write the number down to call in when the time comes and you have something you want to share with us, I will put that up while I go get this other phone for Jeff to call in. Here we go. And I'm back. All right. Let's see if we got our Bluetooth hooked up here. Finishing system update. Uh-oh. Check your weekly report. I hope the update is pretty quick. Meanwhile, back in camp, let me show you something else cool. You guys get a kick out of this. See if I can turn this camera on. I'll turn it on, but then I'll have to turn it back off. Ah, bingo. So you guys might know that did update. Okay, cool. Software update. Okay. We like to go to Goodwill on the weekends or thrift store shopping or something. My wife and I on Sunday morning. It's kind of one of those things that we do. It's a tradition. And we picked up something kind of cool. I'm going to show you today. It's actually Dollar Day. I couldn't believe that they had like $14.99 on this. Check this out. That's my shirt, by the way. I put it there for a background so we can see this a little better. Look at that. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. It is Archie McPhee. Archie McPhee. A little close up here. Will it adjust? It should. Right there. There we go. Bigfoot soap. Who's got the coolest office ever, huh? I thought I'd share that with you guys. So anyway, what is this? Renee Drew. Welcome to Level 1 Strange fan. Very cool, Renee. Thank you. Nice. Very cool. Thanks for joining. I thought you were already joined. Or did you join somebody? Anyway, awesome. So, yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Have you guys ever seen this before or heard about this before? So we get home and look it up, and we've seen one on eBay. Was it $59, $49, $59? I think it was $59, something like that. We're like, what the hell? For a little tin of soap? It said rare on it. So we looked it up online, and like they're not for sale anywhere anymore. It was the only one we could find. We couldn't even find them out there anymore. So I'm like, shoot, we might have to sell that and reinvest it into the channel. I just so I can spend more time recording, sharing these stories. But yeah, really neat. Let me see. Driftless says, nice. Was there soap in the tin? It's brand new. It's brand new in the box still. It's got the plastic wrap on it still. So really cool stuff. I mean, it was down in the case. They normally on Dollar Day, so it was $14.99, but it was a yellow sticker, so I got it for $1, right? They normally take all that stuff out of the case, or try to. They forgot, so I filled my shopping cart. So, long story short, the one of the new managers, we had a little bit of a fallout because he said, well, we're not going to honor that stuff because it was supposed to be pulled out of the case. So you can't have it for $1. And I go, no, don't work that way. They always honor it. Anybody honors it when you have that kind of situation. They do it all the time. He says, no. And I said, well, you might want to make a phone call. I says, and find out. So he went and made a phone call. He come back and he says, actually, we are going to honor it. They told me to go ahead and honor it, but we need to try to keep that stuff cleaned out before then. So it was kind of neat, but great guy. You know, he took care of it for me and we were happy and I appreciate it. Good people there. But anyway, so yeah, has anybody else seen that? Turn this Bluetooth on. I almost forgot to turn it on. Connecting. What do we got here? Nice. John Baker, nice. There's soap in the tin. Yes. A wow. Money was tight. Yeah, for sure. Always is, right? Driftless cool. Renee, I'm with you. I've done that too. Money was tight. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I don't want you guys to do put yourself out for anything you can't do, you know. I'm here no matter what with you. But I appreciate you. I do. Means a lot. Let me see. Vikram. Hello, Vikram. I hope I get that right. Vikram. Claire's in touch now with Steve at How to Hunt channel, which has around 350,000 subscribers. It's usually good news to get the information out. on what has been going on with some of these people. I hear it ticking. It's going to blow up. I think it's my camera. I had that happen before. The lens, I found out it drove me crazy. So I'd have my camera, I'd set it up, I'd be sitting there working, and all of a sudden I hear this when I was doing for the podcast thing. Tick, 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 tick. I'm like, what's going on? What is that? I mean, I fought with this thing. I fought with it, found out it's something in the lens. If it's in an area between focus, it'll try to focus and it'll sit there and click back and forth. Drove me nuts. Anyway, let me get back to this. That's the first I heard of that from anybody else here, but Claire did tell me she copied me in, because we're close like that, on a message that she was sending to him. I had no idea that, he had received it. Did he share it on his channel or something? And if he did, when? I'd love to know, because I generally watch his channel and his stuff, and I haven't seen anything, but I'm like you guys. I enjoy watching stuff when I can too. I just haven't had time. But interesting. Thank you for letting us know about that. And now we're moving past onto a lot of stuff. What episode was that? If you don't mind sharing that with us, let me know, or shoot it to my email and let me know, will you? And if you're in touch with him, tell him I said hello. Don't be a stranger. We always welcome, and he's does a hell of a job over there. Fruit trees will be on sale now. Oh, Rhonda, you didn't forget, did you? I haven't gotten a chance, but yeah, great idea. I need to get out there and get some of those fruit trees, and I'll take you up on that tip on getting them in the ground, but leaving them in the base so that they don't freeze. Driftless, where? Holly, there are a ton of different Bigfoot products in Washington State like that. If you have an address where you receive stuff, I'll start sending you Sasquatch stuff. We do. It's P.O. Box 5. What is my address? P.O. Box 5, Lyons, New York, 14489. You can always shoot me an email at my email on here that's at the beginning and end of every episode, and it's on the homepage, talkaboutstrange2024@gmail.com. But the Fan Mail Friday address we have is P.O. Box 5, Lyons, New York, 14489. It's important to put the zip code in and make sure that's right, because if it's a P.O. box, it'll get sent to any post office in the country, otherwise. Anyway, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Katie, good evening, Steve. Hi, Katie. How you doing? Great to see you. Glad to see the pictures were addressed. How are you? How are things this evening? I have an update on my parents' orchard and the Klansman this year. If you're interested, absolutely we're interested. Is that something you want to share here? Is that something that you want to share as a story? Send it into the email and I'll share it. It's up to you. Let me know. Rhonda, most nurseries, they don't usually want to win them over purchase. They die if they're not buried. Yeah. No, I hear you. Katie also had an encounter last weekend with a different clan. Let me know if you want to hear about it. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we do. We do. Please, if it's barely long, send it in. Or if you want, give us a call on the phone here, and you can share it right here on the live show. I know people would love to hear it. And Rhonda says, just call him, Katie. Driftless, I've got a Bigfoot insulated cup my friend got me from Goodwill. Nice. Very cool. It's always fun to find that stuff, isn't it? Because he's not paying attention. I am too. There's a 1 minute overlap from the time I talk or get this stuff. Jeff says, yeah, Katie, call in. Driftless says, yes, please call in. I think you're going to have to call in. Let me get caught up here a little bit. Wow, you guys are outbeating me here. Hello, Angela Brown. Hi, Steve, she says. Vikram, yes, Steve. Thank you for the great help bridging the gaps and confirming the visual information. Claire and friends have to give us. Yes, we shared a couple of hours ago. Yes, Steve. Thank you for the great help bridging the gaps and confirming the vital information. Claire and friends have to give us. Yes, we have shared a couple of hours ago. Oh, okay, so is this Steve? Like, should I go fangirl or what? Is this Steve? I mean, or is Vic? I mean, I'm misunderstanding this, but if you are, welcome and thank you. Or if you're just confirming, sharing the information, also thank you. That's the whole idea here, and what we do is share information, right? In order to expand the knowledge, as he says, and get the word out there and let people know and be here for people that need our help. Okay. Jackie. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Labor Day weekend. Steve, glad you said something about the pick. I agree. It's why people don't take it seriously. Steve Isdale shared it a few hours ago. Interesting. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. That's where you were. No, that's great. Listen, if I'm being honest, when my wife was in Goodwill this morning, I went out to the car fully intending on jumping on his channel and just seeing what's new. And I told you I got a cart full of stuff. By the time I got done dealing with that little ordeal with the manager and stuff and got cashed out, I got out to the car. I loaded the stuff in the car. And this is my typical thing. I bring my iced coffee with me. You guys might happen to know I like iced coffee. So I brought my Dunkin'. I went and I sat down in the car. I pulled my phone out. I picked it up and it says, "Hey, I'm in line. I'm ready." Like, all right. So I turned around and I went back in because we cash out together. So, but very cool. Anyway, so I didn't get a chance to watch anything today. All right, Renee, can you put a running banner across the bottom of the screen? Email. I can't. Not yet. I'm working on it. The live streams are a little bit different. I'm very limited on what I can do. Like, I can do a still picture of the phone number, or I can do a still picture of the email, maybe, until I figure out again how to put, and maybe that's what I'll do. If I can get the translucent, I can do the email and the phone number. So, and then I'll do that. Okay, I got somebody. Oh, okay. I'm getting a call in right now. So let's get to that, and I'll try to catch up with you guys if I can. Hello.
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 How are you this evening?
Oh, I got my headset on. What are you doing over here? I'm doing great. You?
Good. Yeah, I'm doing good.
I hear this
Walking
voice.
around in the garden in the backyard.
I heard this voice over next to me, and I'm like, "What? Where is she?" She's right here in the room with me. I didn't have my headset on.
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah. You're out in the garden right
All
now?
right. Yeah, I'm out in the garden, walking around in the garden right now.
Very cool. Nice. Okay, paint us a picture. Go ahead.
Oh, well, most everything is done for the year. We've still got peppers and herbs and
Nice.
flowers.
Nice.
Everything else is pretty much done for the season.
Good.
But what I was saying that I had an update on my parents' orchard and the Klansmen. So you remember when I called in before and what I told you how that they completely stripped it? Yes.
Yeah.
So I hadn't been out to my parents' farm in I guess it's been about a month or so since I've been out there. And my husband and I went out there yesterday because we had family that came in. So we went out and cooked dinner and visited with the family and everything. And my husband, he was missing for a little bit, and I always know if he's not inside mingling, he's outside, walking around the farm, looking at the animals, looking at the orchard, the garden, all that kind of stuff. He's an outdoors guy. So I went out looking for him, and I said, "Hey, what you up to?" And he said, "Well, I just had an encounter with a Sasquatch." And I was like, "What?"
Whoa.
He said, "Yeah." He said, "I went down there looking at Mom and Dad's new goats, the little baby goats." And he said, "I heard something in the edge of the woods on the other side." And I look up, and he said I could just barely catch a glimpse as it moved. And he said, but there was a Klansman back there. And he said the dogs heard it and they started going crazy barking. But he told me later, because I asked him later, I asked if the dogs had gone after it. He said, no, they were just all, because my parents have sheep and goats and all that, so they've got Great Pyrenees. And he was like, no, they were just all barking over where, looking at it. And he said, then he heard it kind of walk off through the woods. And I asked him, I said, so like you could actually hear the footsteps? And he said, yeah, like human footsteps. And I was like, that's amazing. So he said that it ended up going on up the mountain. Well, I went inside and I told my parents, and my mom was like, well, I wonder if that's one of the ones that came back again. And I said, you mean they've been back? And she said, yeah, have you looked at the orchard? And I said, no. And she said, it's completely stripped. They took everything in one night again.
Wow.
And I was like, I can't believe it.
It's not good they're taking it all.
2 years in a row now.
Yeah.
I know. They leave one tree, the one apple tree that's not out in the orchard. It's by the house. They leave that one. Last year and this year, they left the apple tree that's beside the house.
Does he make a living off from
everything else?
Does he make a living?
No, thankfully, no. It's just for feeding all of our family.
Yeah, no apple pies for Bigfoot.
No,
you're not getting.
So
any
I told my mom, I said, "We're right."
I mean, you did this to yourself. I told Mom, I said, "We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to figure out something to do so that we can get through to that clan that's coming from the other side of the mountain." Yeah.
So that they don't take it all.
Yeah, you have to try to come up with some kind of an agreement or something, because sometimes you can do that. You know? I almost wonder if you could. Some people might have some ideas on here for you for that, but maybe a matter of just leaving a couple of baskets or a few baskets down on the edge of that.
That may be that may be an idea.
Just leave.
Yeah, we may have to do that next year. Just leave some baskets for them so they know that's for them.
Right. I think they're smart enough that they might get that and leave the rest alone, because you got to work together. Yeah, even even they know that. So very interesting. Yeah. Now, what was the next part you were going to tell us? Something else here.
So every weekend, my husband and I, we either go hiking or camping, or we go for a drive somewhere. And we've got our favorite spots. And last week it was still pretty hot, so we went to one of our favorite spots that's got a really nice cold spring, like so cold that you can literally only stay in the water for like a minute and a half before you have to get out.
Wow.
But I do it for health reasons, because
really
I've got really bad arthritis, and it helps my joints. It helps all that, pain and everything. So I bear with it and I do it, and I've been going out there for a few years. Well, a few times when we've been out there, we've heard some whoops coming from the forest, and there's no houses anywhere around. It's nice. It's out in the middle of the forest. And we've heard whoops before, and we've kind of felt presence around us when we've been out there.
Mm-hmm.
But last weekend, while we were out there, I just kept feeling like pulled to go look around the bend of the creek.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did. I started walking that direction, and I get around the bend where I can look further down the creek bed, and I see a very, very, very large Klansman standing between two trees.
Really?
And I didn't move my eyes off, but I was only about 10 feet away from my husband. And I said, "Babe, come here." And I just keep walking because I'm just feeling pulled that direction,
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept walking, and my puppy's walking with me. And I'm maybe 20 seconds later, I said again, because I didn't hear footsteps behind me. And again, I said, "Babe, come here. You've got to see this." Well, I keep walking down the creek bed, just keeping my eyes on him, walking towards him. And to start with, I'm looking at a tree across the field right now, trying to figure out a distance to be able to give you. I'm going to say probably about 400 feet away was when I first spotted him.
Right.
And so I'm just like slowly walking towards him. And I'm kind of like looking at the trees that are around him, trying to gauge, trying to figure out like how tall he is and all of that. And I finally kind of figured out that like the center of his crotch would be about like mid face on me. And I'm 5'5".
Goodness
Like
gracious.
he was massive.
Now, how close did you end up getting?
And just, I kept walking closer. Yeah, no, I kept walking closer and closer until I was only about 100 feet from him.
Wow.
But when I was about 200 feet, I noticed that closer to me and off to the left in the tree line, there was another one. And I'm guessing on this part because I could only see from about what would be like belly down. But the figure, the shape, everything was different than his figure and shape. So it felt and looked to me like it was a female.
Really?
And so yes. And so I'm kind of just glancing at her, and it seemed like, because she was behind a cedar tree.
Right.
And just standing just completely still. And I in my head, I thought, you know what? I think she thinks that she's completely hidden from me.
Right. Well,
I just thought that was really cute.
And I think that they probably are accustomed to people not being able to see them. And I think that once your eyes are opened up to that, it's just like you see a blue car and then all of a sudden they're freaking everywhere. Like,
absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I think that might be kind of how that is. I just want to cut in real quick and tell you, so I don't forget, that Jeff Rohn said that you got to set boundaries. Just talk to them, just go out and talk to them. I also think leaving something, and some other people agreed with that, leaving them something. Rhonda, I think, said grow some extra trees. But, and then also real quick, I want to say hello to Jim, who said hello from Everett, Washington. So, and they might have tagged, Vikram also said they might have tagged you as friendly. So, there's
I know, because I have had mine speak with the clan that lives right there close to my parents' farm, either on the farm or just in the adjacent farm to it. And we have had conversation. They do know that I'm friendly, and they said that the ones who have been taking are from a different tribe from the other side of the mountain as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And where what state are you in? Okay.
Arkansas.
Okay. Not Arkansas, as I often.
No.
That has become a running joke in my household. For the love of all.
You know what's even funnier? You know how there's old laws that are still on the books, but they're no longer like enforced, know?
Sure.
There's actually a law that says it's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
So we always joke about that.
I told you guys, I'm a bad boy. Watch out. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. It's like that one, you can't back out of your driveway or something like that. Or no, it's backing out onto a highway. But a lot of people have made that mistake. So anyway, whatever. What are you going to do?
Right.
But yeah, there's some funny laws out there. Anyway, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate you sharing that with us. Was that it, or you got a little more about?
Nope. I was going to finish. So I kept walking towards the mail, and there I came to a kind of where I had to walk around a tree, because there was a big tree that's kind of right in the middle of the creek. And so I lost eye contact for about 1.5 seconds. In that 1.5 seconds, he sidestepped and stepped behind one of the trees that he was standing beside and squatted down. But his shoulders were still like about a foot out of either side of the tree.
Really?
And so it kind of made me giggle. And then he would like peek out from behind the tree, just his head, just peeking out, seeing if I was still there. And then when I got to be about 100 feet from him, a branch fell out of a tree that was in between where he and I were. And like all the way there, I was actually talking out loud and in my head saying, hi, I mean you no harm.
Sure.
If this is the day that I actually get to be like, meet you, I am so blessed and I'm so happy for it.
Right. You're dying to. You just don't want to die to.
Right, exactly. So, but when that branch fell out of the tree, I had this just heavy, overwhelming feeling come over me, and I heard in my head, "That's far enough."
Oh,
And I said, "Okay."
okay.
Well, then I look over towards where the other one was, the one that I was guessing was a female, and there was two deer standing beside her that just started walking up the hill. And then I saw her take a step, and I waved to both of them. I said, "I love you guys. I have nothing but love in my heart for you guys. Thank you so much for this experience that I have been able to have. And I'll go now."
Yeah, and you were lucky to get
And
that close, because one of the problems I think a lot of
yes.
people have with cameras and motion cameras
Oh, yeah.
and
I
any kind
had
of
no
cameras.
phone or camera or
I was going to
anything
say
with me.
that, and that's probably the only reason you got that close, because they sense that they won't normally go near it. So I was going to say you're really lucky if you had your
Right.
phone with you. But
Oh, yeah. No
interesting,
phone.
interesting,
I know that they don't like that. So I figure unless they ever tell me, yes, you can, I'm
right?
not going to try. So I turn around and I start going back, and I realize that my husband never came with me. And so I keep walking. I look back over my shoulder, and the Klansman had stepped out from behind the tree again. And I just waved again, kept on walking back to where my husband was. And I was like, "Babe, why didn't you come with me?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" He never heard me. And I was only a few feet away from him. He
Typical.
never heard me saying to come here, come here. And when I was telling him that, he was like, "Well, I guess it wasn't for me. I guess it
Right,
wasn't
right,
an experience for me.
right.
It was
Yep,
yours."
yep. That's what it
I
sounds
said, "I
like.
guess so, because I was yelling for you to follow me."
Isn't that how it just goes? I mean, for crying out loud, right? Of
Yep.
course. But
Yep.
that's it. Like you said, it just, it wasn't for him that at that time. So maybe another
Yep.
time. I know Martha comes on here and she said that it's the same thing for her husband doesn't see sometimes when she does see her friend, but he doesn't normally see.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever does, but maybe he does sometimes. Anyway, hey, thank you for
And
sharing
like I
that.
think I had messaged before, I think I had just kind of commented in one of the lives about, I think it was 2 years ago when my husband was working out in the woods, and he kept seeing the one that was like pulling the branches down and peeking through the leaves at him. And then
Oh,
it left him
mm-hmm.
a dried mushroom gift, but
Nice.
nobody else at work ever saw it. He was the only one who ever saw that one. So I told him, I was like, that's somebody, he's watching you, watching out for you. And then they had mountain lions that were coming around and bear and stuff. And I said, I bet you anything he was watching your back for you while you were out there working in the woods.
Right, right. That's what it sounds like to me. Holly says
Yep.
that, oh my God, our Bigfoot walked up to my back porch with 3 deer. That's interesting. That's really cool. And Mr. Anderson, there's an old native tale here about how Sasquatch would leave metal as gifts. That's why I thought the mushroom was probably a pretty important, really. So
Yeah.
tobacco, garlic, Renee
Yep.
says, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. Very cool. Great stuff. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you calling in and sharing that with us. I look forward to next time.
You betcha.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Y'all
Try
have a
some
good
of that
one. I'll
stuff.
keep listening.
Try some of that stuff and let us
I
know how it
will.
works
I'm
out.
going to. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. There we go. That was pretty cool, huh? Awesome stuff to hear about, right? These experiences that people have. I've been trying to, read some of this stuff as we go on here. I don't know if I missed anything. You guys can let me know if there's anything real big. They knew what gold looks like. They'll leave a gold. They'll believe whatever you feel is vulnerable, valuable to you. Interesting. Mr. Anderson, there was lots of old copper shields and they made jewelry with it. And they saw the wild people brought it from inside the mountain. Very cool. That reminds me of a story that I read that I'm kind of holding off on that I'm going to be sharing with you guys soon. It's has something to do with Bigfoot's lost gold or something like that. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It's really interesting. It's a little bit more than just a story. God, I'm leaking. I'm leaking it out, and I shouldn't be doing that. But just I guess a little teaser. There may or may not be a treasure hunt involved in the story. I'm trying to figure that out still. So I'll let you guys know. We got a lot of great stuff coming. Anyway, thank you, Katie. Wow, Holly. Ours loves Maylor. Maylor? I don't know. Laugh out loud. Angela, what did I miss about the fake story? Quick recap, please. Sure. I'm glad you reminded me. I did see that. Stuffed Sasquatch toys. Now, what is that? Renee. Anyway, so the fake story, if nobody got you up to speed on that yet, was in the thumbnail that you've seen for this video. I know it's quick. If you click on it, it's gone, or when you get to the thing, it's gone. The story, T. Roosevelt's, the president, considering putting Bigfoot on the endangered species list, Bigfoot, Klansmen, etc. That story that came in with the pictures became very kind of controversial. People were really hammering down on, they're upset about the fake pictures, AI pictures being on there. And so I reached out to Tyler in regards to that and said, look, you got to tell me what's going on here, because it's just whatever's going on, it's ruining credibility. And I don't want to affect my channel, my people, or you. So he did write back, and he conceded that. He said, I heard the story. I promise you that's true. He said, I heard the story. I looked at the pictures on her phone, but I actually did not get any pictures to my phone sent over to me or whatever. He says, so I thought it would help make this story a little more credible if I created the photos like I seen, what I thought I seen, So anyway, and that's what he sent me. So anyway, he apologized for that. And he wants to, and I don't even think I mentioned that earlier. He apologizes to all of you who've seen that, who are upset by it. He didn't mean to do that. And I told him, you just can't do that, right? You lose credibility on yourself. You lose credibility on here. And I don't want that. It's a non-judgmental channel. So I appreciate the stories you guys send me. If it's going to be a fake picture or something you made up to depict what the story's about, let me know that so I can let people know that, right? Thumbnails, a lot of the thumbnails are made with AI, and everybody understands that. But when you give a pic and you share it as real, people know it's not. These listeners aren't dumb, right? You guys aren't dumb. So don't try to get something over on people, because then you just lose credibility to a potentially very interesting and important story. So I don't want to take away too much credibility, because we have heard a lot of talk. We know that Teddy Roosevelt was a major animal advocate, wildlife advocate, created a lot of massive parks. And we all know that there's a good reason why some of these parks are so big and protected, right? So we can all, theory or not, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, it's just, stuff like that just takes away from the credibility. And we just don't want to do that, right? So if you send in a story, great. We're not going to pick on you about the story itself. Just don't try to send something in that's going to make me look foolish or you look foolish, okay? So I do my best to share the stories and be as honest as possible. And that's why I pushed a little bit on this. I normally wouldn't, but I pushed because it just didn't feel right. And so that's what it was. But anyway, he apologizes to all of you guys, for doing that. He just thought he was going to add some credibility to it, and it just backfired. So we all make mistakes, Tyler. Live and let live, move on. It's okay. We still appreciate the story. Just, keep that in mind next time, that it's better to just be straightforward about the pics. You could have easily just said, I created them to try and depict what I saw, and that would have been fine. And everybody would have appreciated that. So anyway, right, everybody? Okay. Let's keep going here. How much did I miss? Boy, oh boy. Stuffed Sasquatches, Holly, Myler, like emergency blankets. Oh, okay. All right. The silver stuff. Oh, interesting. Renee, gift. Nice. Okay. You mean I got the tin. I don't have a stuffed one. I got stuffed ones up here from Driftless. Balloons. Oh, okay. Mylar balloons, the silver balloons. Let me see. What do we got? Rhonda, my dog used to find gold and money for me. She was 3-pound Yorkie. I want a dog that finds gold, for crying out loud. I think everybody should have one of those dogs. I guess, well, no, it's the pigs that find the truffles, right? That's like a truffle pig, but except for a gold dog, a golden doodle. No, I tried. I tried. Renee, good dog. Okay, yep. Angela, he should have said that originally. Yeah. I think he knows that now. I think there was probably a certain amount of embarrassment with all of that. So, but we'll move on from it, right? We'll move on. We don't want to lose out on any of the knowledge that we can still gain from it. So, I've always said I can't stand lies or liars, but there's always a percentage of truth usually wrapped in someplace hidden within a lie, and it's a matter of finding the truth right within is the important thing. So just don't like lies. That's all. I told you that I knew that those were fake. Oh yeah. Well, you and about 100 other people, maybe 1,000. We got a lot of people calling them out as fake. But it's just, you share them the way you get them. Yeah, because it looks like this, but I don't have a picture of it. Interesting. Come on, channel with truth. Nobody likes to be lied to. Nope, for sure. And I just remember a lot of people on this channel are psychic. Yeah. Yep. Thank you all for the idea of to try. That was from Katie, for the ideas for her apple thieves. The apple pickers. She was trained from a baby. I just trained her to find gold rings, and keeps jumping on me. Rings that were in bed and money that was in the bed renewed her, and then put the $5 bill in her mouth. If my dog had a $5 bill, he would just eat it or tear it up for me, which he has done before. And it wasn't 5, it was more. So he could buy her own beef jerky. There you go. BMO. I don't think Tyler made those shots as I saw those weeks prior in the video online. I don't think Tyler made those shots as I saw those weeks prior in another video online. That's interesting. What was that about? You have to let me know, or if you can get that and send me a picture of it, will you? And hello, BMO. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. These are bad too. My daughter used to work retail business where she called stay amount of teeth at the store. It was okay. I'll be right up with it. Yeah. Never good. Let's say we could smell a teeth anywhere. Jeff, in my state, it's illegal to whistle underwater. It is not. Jeff, come on. Are you serious? Or are you messing with us? You never know with you. Don't chop wood at night. Oh, yeah, for real. I'm going to get myself a Dutch Shepherd, and I'm training her the same thing. Yeah, absolutely. Jeff, in my little town, it's illegal to box with a kangaroo. Now, that one I've heard. We take gold detector out in the way we go. There you go. I mean, that sounds like fun. All right, Jeff, are you going to call in or what? You were going to share some stuff with us about your outing, and I know we were excited to hear about it, so we are anxiously awaiting. And is there anything else I missed while we're waiting for that? I asked Vikram. Thank you, Katie. Wow. All right. So what was this? I asked Vikram, are you Steve? Are you Steve Isadale under a different name? Maybe you don't want to say. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. They might have tagged you guys as friends. Oh, that you were talking about that story. If you are, let me know, or you can let us know on here. There's Jeff. Hello, my friend. How you doing?
Doing good, Mr. Strange. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there all right. Busy, busy, busy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
always, always. So what's new and exciting?
Oh, nothing really. I can't remember what story I was going to tell you guys from last week, but what do you want to know?
You are always good for a story. Come on. What was that? See, and we don't have Jackie on here because she would remind you quick. Where's
Yeah,
Jackie?
I know it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's odd, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard from her in a couple days, but I mean, I usually have notes, and I don't have them down here in my little notes here.
Humble by force. Yes, Claire contacting how to hunt has been discussed, and we might even talk about it a little bit more. Very interesting. I just found that out. Just for those who weren't watching and don't know, Claire did copy me in on that. She did not do that without me knowing. I just didn't know whether or not he would share that, and apparently he did. So that's awesome. I've been kind of pushing her to try and trust him, to reach out, that I can't be and shouldn't be the only one. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that video went. I'll watch it when I can. Uh-oh. I lost Jeff. Jeff, don't be afraid to call me back, buddy. I don't know what happened, but I lost you. You know, I encourage her to, you know, expand out because there's a bigger audience and there's more people that can be trusted out there. Bad connection. All right, Jeff, if you get a chance to call me back, go ahead, especially if you can think about what it was that we were going to talk about. It was one of your outings. You were going to tell us some stuff, what happened on an outing you had. But anyway, that's a matter. That's part of us growing and reaching out to each other because, you know, we need to be looking out for each other. Us content creators are influencers. I mean, there's a reason, I guess they call us influencers. So if we're sharing knowledge in that and we're both trying to do the same thing, then we should try to do that, right? Look out for each other anyway. But boy, I think maybe people didn't want to hear me talk this long because we dropped from 60 to 47 people watching, right? Anyway, it's because Jeff hung up. We lost 20 something people here. Jeff. No, wait, no, 13 people, right? Work on my math skills here. All right, what do we got? All right, okay. Oh, that was an answer. Okay, I am not Steve. I am in touch with the channel, although everyone who wants to share or tell their stories enters. I do not have any stories, encounters of my own. I am not that brave to be. Okay, all right. Well, hey, thanks for letting me know that, answering that. I appreciate it. We'll get Jeff back on the line here. Well, I was looking that over. Hey, Jeff, I was just catching up on some comments while I was waiting for you to give a call back. I had some questions on there.
I heard a bunch of people jumped off because I hung up.
Yeah. Jeez, you know, you left and they left. I mean, we lost 13 people as soon as you hung up. Oh, sorry, I got here late because that was he asked about Steve if you would live closer. All right. If gave you apple trees, yeah. Then you bad connection. I'm just trying to get caught up here with the comments. You are trying to help.
No problem.
Yes, we are trying to help. Renee says we have 50:48 dinner time. That's it. People are heading out for dinner. So anyway, did you think about, it was an outing that you were out on, one of your last outings. And did you ever talk to, I think you did I don't think I talked to her, the one that does the drawings, was it her that was there with you? She was out on her boat.
Oh no, that's Sibylla Irwin with Sketching Encounters, but I was with Angelique Benham and a gal named Tanya and a couple other friends, but we didn't really have much to talk about on our outing, but we did. The first morning, Tanya and I were sitting outside drinking coffee, and there was a hillside just beyond, just a little ways down from it, and we heard something push over a big tree.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you can
Oh,
hear
there
me.
you are. There you are. Something pushed
Yeah,
over a big
I should
tree.
probably just, maybe I should hang up. We just don't have a very good connection tonight for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you still in the same location? Or are you driving?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I'm home.
That's weird. I heard you most of the time. It's just as soon as I lost you, pushed over a tree.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty much that outing. But,
okay.
But, well, I will say, so Angelique did an interview with Sibylla from Sketching Encounters, and Angelique talked about how she was kayaking on Lake Sullivan in North Washington State, and when she was kayaking back to where her rig was parked, she saw a male Sasquatch sitting on the bank, and the male Sasquatch actually paced along the kind of up the hill a little ways and walked along the top of the mountain that surrounded the lake and kept pace with her the whole way she kayaked back. So
amazing.
Our outing we had was right down the road from that lake.
Ah.
So we went back to the lake on one of the days there and walked around a little bit, and really nothing happened. And then the morning that I had to leave, she and Tanya went to the lake, and she was able to reconnect with that same male Sasquatch that she had seen 25 years before.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
And I don't really know what she means by reconnect, but she said she also connected with that male Sasquatch's father. So I haven't talked to her in a few weeks, but I want her to explain,
love to get her on the phone here. It'd be great to get her on the phone here.
Yeah, she'd be a good one.
Yeah. You have to work on that. See if we can get her on the phone. I would love to have a conversation with her about it and have her share it here with everybody. Another thing I wanted to ask you before I forget is, how is Area 58 doing? How's that whole thing going? I seen a little bit. I clicked on a video or a thumbnail or something. I think it was a video, and I see that it looks like they're filling it up with a lot of merchandise and stuff there. So it looks like they're coming along. Are they doing pretty good there?
Yeah,
getting a lot of traffic?
Yeah, she is. I haven't been out there very much this summer, and we're all kind of been running around doing our own thing. And but she does have Peter Burns' collection of Bigfoot stuff, all of his journals, his van that he took over, to other continents to go exploring for Yetis and whatnot, and Peter Byrne was like one of the first Bigfooters. He kind of set the stage for current time Bigfooting, but he's kind of real old school. He wrote a book called The Search for Bigfoot, Monster, Myth, or Man, and he wrote a bunch of other stuff too.
Interesting.
But so if you're new into putting stuff, you might not know who he is, but he kind of pioneered it from 50 years ago at least. Probably he started.
Wow, very cool. That's neat. How'd she manage that? That's a great find to be able to have that kind of stuff there. I mean, that's pretty wild.
Peter Byrne was friends with Priscilla, the gal that runs Area 58. Her dad was really good friends with Byrne, and when he passed away, Peter's longtime girlfriend that lived with him just gifted her all his stuff.
Wow.
I mean, we read we found his will and testament and all kinds of paperwork.
Oh my God.
All of his journal.
That's big.
All of his journals, photographs. I mean, if you know who Peter Byrne is, it's a huge deal.
I mean, I can just fathom how huge that is. I mean, that's priceless stuff, really. To people out in this genre, and there's so many other museums that I'm bigger museums that would have went nuts to have that. So what an honor to have that there, and I'm really rooting for them to do well. Have to get them to call in sometime as well, maybe or something. Love to have a conversation with them so that everybody can hear, and we can give a shout out to them, on here live and their store. I just want to also give a quick shout out. I try to read a little bit as I'm going. BMO said that he added a lot of Bigfoot merchandise to his store. Laugh out loud. So BMO, you guys go check out BMO's place. You can click right on there and get over there. And I didn't even know you had a store, my friend. I'm sorry, but very cool. So maybe some people go on there and buy something from you. So, but yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
And I got a store too, you guys. I got a store too. So you're welcome to go over there and buy whenever you want, whatever you want. I figured out, listen, this is going to be funny, Jeff. You know, I've never ordered anything for myself really. I only on accident once. I got some shirts and a blanket on accident. I didn't even know how I did it. So anyway, my daughter came over and I found out, I was on there looking, I couldn't find any Bigfoot, or talk about strange hoodies, the hoodies itself. So I'm like, well, what the hell? How do I not have a talk about strange hoodie? So I went on and she went in and fixed it. We had to go through some hoops, but she went on there and fixed it, got it going again. And I ordered myself a hoodie. So I'm going to try, I want to get some hoodies for my daughters and maybe shoot a little commercial or something, our own little commercial that we could put on the channel. I think it'll be fun. But you've gotten a lot of stuff from the store yourself.
A couple of things. I probably need to get more stuff.
Well, you're all right. I appreciate any of it, my friend. Anyway, yeah, great stuff. And that's really interesting. But yeah, I like that Area 58. I mean, I know they're friends of yours and they've been really, really working hard over there on that. And it's really neat to see from the beginning as they were putting all that stuff together. I really hope someday to make it over there. I would just love the chance to walk through there, take my time, walk through and talk to them and hear all the stories and stuff. There's a whole bunch of places I want to go, you know that, but
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And the Area 58 Museum, there's no charge to get in, and
see, that's rare too.
As a hobby. Yeah, mm-hmm. I mean, it's a hobby, and she knows a lot of the stories behind the items that are in there. So it's a lot of people have been to bigger Bigfoot museums, mm-hmm. and they say that this little tiny museum was the best museum they've ever been to because, you know, you get a curated tour basically, and it's just really neat stuff in there.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, you know, when you add a personal touch to something like that, it goes a long way. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Yep, for sure. All right. Well, hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you calling in. I look forward to the next time you have something you can share with us and that, and any pictures you want to send in or something, you know, when I'm doing a video or something I can share. So look forward to some good stuff coming up. I got to finish up the siding on the house and then, I can't wait. And then I'll have to go out and probably do some more work just to get back going again here. But meanwhile, I want to get ready for, I hate winter. I've said it. I hate winter, but I almost looking forward to just being able to stop and concentrate, you know, because summer gets, it just flies by so fast. But,
you know. Well, keep in mind when you come out here to visit that it's illegal to eat a donut while walking backwards here.
Oh, shoot. Really? Now what?
Yeah. Oh, you cannot go hunting in the cemetery. So I'll just have to make sure you follow the rules.
Yeah, I appreciate that for sure. Don't eat a donut while walking backwards. I'll try. Yeah. I'll do my best. I don't know. I'm kind of can't help it sometimes, you know, to bend the rules a little bit, but I'll do my best to be on my best behavior. I love it.
Perfect. All right, I'll let you go.
Oh, thanks, my friend. Talking. Thanks, Jeff.
All right, guys.
Bye. All right, that was Jeff. Okay, let me take a quick look here. What do we got? I know we're getting ready to wrap up here. We're over our hour. The comments are flying here. Looking forward to the Yeti. I probably missed some stuff here. Rhonda, well, better get ready for supper. Talk to you later. Good night, Rhonda. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. And all the tips and information you shared with us. Would anybody have any thoughts on speculation about Mel's hole? I don't No, not right now. I don't. Katie says goodnight, Rhonda. Renee says deep subject. There we go. Mel's Hole. I remember Art Bell Show. I don't know about that one. Are you guys going to look for Bigfoot now? Not now. Yeti? Not Yeti. Ha 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 ha. That deserves another one, I guess. There we go. You don't find them. They find you. This is true. Mr. Anderson, I got some really strange things to share soon. If you all like American cryptids like Thunderbird and Skinwalkers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Next Sunday, I expect to hear from you. So give us a call. We'll talk about some of that stuff. Unless there's actual full out stories you want to share, send them in to the Talk About Strange 2024 at gmail.com. Or, if you want to call in next Sunday, you can share some of that with us. We'd love to hear it. I love getting stories on our live show. Angela says, sure. Renee says, no. Podiatrist? Katie says, yee. Angela, although they creep me out, laugh out loud. I will send a quick email tonight to share some details and see if Mr. Strange is interested in going down to the rabbit hole. Absolutely. I'm not scared. Katie, good. Vikram, thanks, Jeff. Matt, it is not illegal to eat a donut while doing the moonwalk. Ha, ha, ha. So it's how you walk backwards. So if you're moonwalking, you can eat a donut. All right, cool. That's good to know. Good to know. You just never know when that's going to come in handy, right? You're standing there, you're out there by your hunting stand. You decide to have a donut. Bigfoot steps out around the corner, sees you with a donut, wants that donut, or you don't want to have him see you eating a donut. So you can't walk backwards. You moonwalk backwards. Therefore, you're a little bit quieter when you do it, and you get to eat your donut, if that works at all. Can I get one? Can I get one for me? That's the last one, I promise. For tonight. Anyway, people hit the like button. Yes, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Everybody else does. I love Art Bell. Matt, didn't Steve say he was hearing voices again? You should call the guy in the white. Yeah, I was. Art Bell is illegal. Figgy, Art Bell is an iconic broadcaster. Very good. Very good. Great stuff, you guys. Man, we had a great show. This was a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff covered. We got to talk a little bit about Boomerang. That was a great video. If you guys didn't watch that, get over there and watch that. There's a few new videos out that could use some more views on them because they're just great stories and we want to get them shared out there. If you guys, that's another thing. If you guys can share the stories anywhere, please, by all means, don't be afraid to share them out there with other people so we can continue to get that word out and grow the channel and do what we do here. And then we could talk about it on Sunday, right? That's it for now, though. It's been a great night. I really appreciate it. You guys all have a fantastic week. Be safe out there. I want to see you again next week. And I just really appreciate you all so very much. And that's it for me. I'm going to try to get my sighting finished up this week. I got some stuff to do. And I did do a story for those that didn't hear it. I did it just before the show, but I won't be getting it shared for a day or two probably. I'll see what I can pull off and try to get that out to you. But it's very interesting, really good story. You guys are going to love it. All right. I appreciate you. Have a great night.